Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? This is going to be Josiah, and as always, putting you first. Amen. Super happy to be here today. It's a real privilege. Honestly, an amazing experience to be here today. Honestly, a real privilege. I want to say that it's extremely something to be extremely blessed for and super grateful for, to always be motivated in these type of scenarios, to be here today. As always, today is bright, and to that, amen. Constantly putting us first as the sun. So I'm super grateful that we get to say amen to that. So amen is complete. As always, happy to be able to put you first. That is the highest version of me. So as always, I do want to get onto a special, obviously, we could say clarity for today. Obviously, the sun has bestowed us with clarity, the gift of clarity for our present for today. And super happy that I'm obviously able to bring this clarity. Amen is complete. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I brought the clarity. The gift of tomorrow, we waited for it. In the present, I opened it up. It was clarity, and here I am. Amen is complete. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's no second guessing it. There's no doubting it. Amen is complete. Always a privilege, always a blessing. Every time amen is spoken into existence, you are pivoting time itself into the holiest domain that we could possibly have established on earth, which is heaven. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that real. I want to say amen. Heaven in every corner, constantly destroying the lurking shadows that constantly have us distorted within everyday life, everyday scenarios, constantly shining a bright light over all the stain that the Lord could possibly have no assets to, because it's just a bit it's just too inefficient when it comes to the temple of the Lord, the grace of the Lord, the faith of the Lord, the clarity that the Lord has bestowed upon us, the blessing that the Lord has obviously corrected for us. It's astonishing. Super happy today I'm able to say that clarity is here, and amen. Obviously a blessing, always something to be motivated by, always something to look forward to. Even now, I'm just super grateful, super blessed as always to be able to have this type of motivation. Even now, it's always a blessing. I want to say amen, just in general. Once I've spoken this into existence, it has pivoted time into the greatest direction that we could possibly have established, which is heaven. So amen. Super grateful. Obviously, there's no way to ever put it. It is a privilege that the Lord puts us first when he obviously had his time to be able to do so. Look at the miracles that it brought. Look at the outcomes that it brought. Look at the unity that it brought. Look at the closure that it brought. Look at the grace that it brought. Look at the solution that it brought. Obviously, I'm super grateful, super happy as always to be a example of that. Obviously needed in the community. Obviously want to be the change that I want to see in the world. So here I am. Super happy to put you first, because there were times where I remember to be here today, people had to constantly put me first. Constantly putting me first was a result of me allowing myself to have this type of clarity to be able to bestow upon you. Although my independence comes with a declaration, I'm super happy to be here in front of you today and be super happy to obviously bestow this great clarity upon you. Amen is complete. Yes, amen is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no confusion. There's no error in any way anymore. No, amen is complete. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that corrected, and I'm super happy that I'm able to be here today to be able to obviously display that result. I am here in my completeness to be able to say to you, amen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's that serious. I'm super grateful, super happy as always. It's a real privilege, something motivational, something that's beyond understanding. I'm just super happy to be able to be here in front of you today. People put me first so many times. There's no way I couldn't pay it forward. So here I am today paying it forward. I want to say amen to that. I constantly be the change that I want to see in the world, and I constantly remember things constantly put me first to allow me to be here today. So as always, to be here today, amen. To be able to put you first, amen. It's that complete. And ladies and gentlemen, you're that complete. Although time have been moving forward, transcending constantly, I want to say that here you are, still complete, still yourself, and nothing changed about that. So amen, you're complete as well. Amen is so complete that once spoken into existence, you as an individual are complete in yourself. You have no qualities that you can have that obviously are not something to be proud of. Obviously, you can transcend those limitations, constantly move forward past it, and constantly be a better version of yourself every single day. Obviously, when it comes to our Super Bowl wins, it's our glorious rings that we stack every single Sunday. And I'm super happy and astonished by those glorious rings that we continue to keep stacking. Obviously, we had those assets to the side, but we don't really say anything about it. Let's just keep those stacking up and just keep being happy about it. Honestly, I'm super grateful, super motivated as always to be an example of that within my community. It means a lot, obviously a blessing, and super happy to be here today and motivated. It means a lot to be able to do so. It means a lot to be able to have those type of qualities. It means a lot to be able to be that example that I need to be in the community, to be the example that I want to see in the world, to be the change that I want to see in the world, and finally pay it forward. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, First You podcast. It's you first that I put first, to be able to pay it forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been put first so many times that at this point now, I just have to be the example of putting you first. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we were able to be who we are today. Constantly being put first is how we were able to be here today. So to not be that example, to not pay it forward, to not finally be that change that I want to see in the world, is to disdain to all that we've established and worked for and constantly transcended within, obviously, the paradigms within the worldly life. We are in the world, but not of it. So let's stay established within the beauty and the grace of it to obviously keep moving forward and obviously keep allowing ourselves to be a better version of ourselves every single day. This means a lot. This has so much clarity. And as the sun brought clarity and the sun brought its clarity, I brought mine. Amen. It's that complete. Today is complete. Want to say, I'm just astonished. I'm so complete that I'm able to be here today. Every day is a service. Every day complete in its service. Every day is a service. The fact that I have this time is a service. That I have to be happy that I have communication as a service. To be happy that I have a community as a service. These services allowed me so much way in this life to realize who I am and my potential. There's no way to go without it. Every day is complete to the Lord because every day is a service. Obviously, one Sunday has been established. We finally won our big win, and obviously stacking our rings to the side. We keep stacking up, and we keep maneuvering forward through every single day and provide a service to pay that forward, to pay that Sunday forward in its completeness. To pay that forward means everything. That forward momentum, that constant transcendence every single day, giving back to the community at large, giving back to our nations, giving back to our communities, giving back higher standard, higher example, higher qualities, higher clarity, higher truths. This is something that is the byproduct of every Sunday. So amen, it's that complete. So I'm super grateful and super astonished to be here today. Obviously, something super astonishing, super grateful, something super motivated. I'm just super happy to have this type of clarity, this type of motivation, this type of honor, this truth that I'm able to carry with me. Amen. I carry this truth with me. And through that, I'm constantly pivoting time and what we thought was limitation within no higher truths, no higher example, into a higher established truth that the Lord's domain has established. Obviously, grace finally bestowed upon us, heaven established. Every amen is a pivot towards heaven established. Any distortion that is behind us, that we constantly leave behind through time's forward momentum, through forward transcendence. Obviously, it's that we're able to appreciate that the Lord has established heaven and that we should never believe in anything else. We should never really believe in the troubled situations of everyday life. No, we can constantly pivot towards a heaven. So amen, it's that complete. So every lurking shadow is gone, is done away with. So amen. I'm super happy that we can finally see beacons of light constantly around, shining all around us. and it's the temple of the Lord. Obviously, super happy that I'm able to be bestowed with that knowledge, bestowed with that wisdom, bestowed with that grace, bestowed with that clarity, and obviously be astonished today for the fact that I'm able to say amen. It's that complete. In this very moment right now, it is so complete that I'm able to say amen currently. Amen. So as always, it's a real privilege. Honestly, there's no exception to it. Amen. Super grateful, blessed. As always going to stay motivated, always going to stay higher, always going to keep doing my best and keep being the greatest version of myself that I can be. Obviously, this means that I'm constantly going to keep transcending limited aspects, constantly being the better version of myself, constantly going to be happier, constantly going to be the example that I need to see, and constantly allow myself to transcend any limited aspects that I currently don't believe in anymore, because I'm constantly transcending through forward momentum, and I just cannot stop to think that I'm constantly transcending with the Lord's will and faith. I'm constantly transcending with the will and faith of the Lord. So every day is a service to be able to provide you guys with that will and faith. And I'm super happy to be here in truth today. Obviously, even behind me is clarity itself, shining upon us as a beacon. I'm super happy that the sun gives us that example, but it gives us way more than that. It gives us complete truth, which is amen, because here we are. So obviously we're here to prosper, we're here to win, the people of Zion. We have hope every single day, constant clarity every single day, constant truth every single day. And through that truth, through that clarity, we're allowed to provide a service to allow ourselves to transcend any limited aspects that we believe to be here within the worldly life. And be super proud of the forward momentum and constantly be happy through the change that we want to see in the world. Obviously, I'm super happy, super motivated, super grateful that we can always be the best version of ourselves every single day, constantly have clarity every single day, constantly have forward momentum every single day, constantly have beauty every single day, constantly be the person, the change that we want to see within the world every single day, constantly be the clarity that needs to be established as a service every single day. That is the highest truth that we need to walk with. So I'm super happy that I'm able to walk in that truth and stand in that truth and be proud of that truth. Inevitably, there is no other but the Lord. So amen, and I'm super grateful that I'm able to be blessed as always, and blessed as always, super motivated, consistent, happy, obviously proud of myself, staying motivated, staying proud within this truth, staying proud within this paradigm, and staying motivated within this paradigm. Even me now, I'm just super grateful that I'm able to be the best version of myself every single day, constantly able to shine that example every single day, because yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're paying that forward, that shine forward, we're going to pay that forward. So I'm super happy that I'm able to obviously be here to obviously have that forward momentum, have that higher clarity, have that higher truth, have that higher glory, have that higher hope that we constantly are allowed every single day, that constant hope shining upon us every day. And I'm meant to that. It's that complete, that there is no error in today, or there's no non-clarity that we can see for today. It seems like there's only clarity established, so I'm into that. Happy to walk in truth, happy to walk in hope, happy to walk in higher truth, higher aspects, higher glory, and able to stay my best self no matter what. Constantly, I just want to be extremely proud that no matter what's happening, I'm always going to be the best version of myself no matter what time it is or what day it is, and constantly transcend into higher truth, higher aspects, higher motivation, higher clarity, higher truth, higher nature, if that is the case. But constantly, as the people of Zion, I just walk in faith. So I'm into that, and I'm super blessed as always, staying motivated, staying true, and staying prosperous, because that's what the Lord has established for us. So as always, people of Zion, amen, because you are complete. Because here you are, transcending constantly, unaware of it, but still true. And the truth is you. So amen. As always, it is going to be Josiah. And I want to say, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what limited aspects it is, amen. Because we already transcended that. And we kind of already won against that every Sunday. So amen. So, as always, just keep being yourself, because the Lord has a way for you, and that will and faith for you is to be always the greater version than you potentially realize. And it's that complete because you're that complete to realize it. As always, amen. And stay complete. Happy to put you first to allow you to know you are complete. Amen. Your first podcast, always results to bring to you. Do not stress. As always, amen is always complete, regardless of the beginning or the ending. But I have to be super astonished that I'm super happy that I'm able to say clarity is today's example. And I'm super happy to obviously bring to you clarity and happiness for the fact that amen is complete, because it is. Obviously, right now the sun is still out. So I'm super happy that with that clarity, there is greater meaning to know that amen is complete. Because the gift of tomorrow is today's present. And today, you have a present. So amen. It's that complete. You get to be your own present, and you get to be your greatest example of the highest aspect of you, constantly transcending through full momentum of time, and constantly allowing grace of wisdom to constantly be imbued within the earth of life, to obviously prove that this is something to be lived, this is something to be experienced, this is something to prove that Zion was real, and Zion is here to stay, and Zion will remain true through the test of time, through any aspect of time, and through the glory remaining within time, or with time. So I'm super grateful as always that the sun is proving amen is complete. So amen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, had to bring that right up out there, just out of there, just right away. Amen. I see clarity in the sky, beaming down glorious heavenly light. And then amen. Heaven is established. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Josiah. And I'm super happy to always deliver results to you, always remain blessed, and always be super happy to be here today, because without the sun putting us first, there will be no today. So I'm super happy to say amen is complete, because here we are and here you are, complete as you are. So amen. As always, putting you first is the highest version of me. So obviously, amen.